Hey, let's jump now because I'm really curious to where you guys want to go with this one. A big game for not so obvious reasons took place tonight in Pittsburgh. Clemson hosting Pitt. That's kind of the Roman army of the ACC. Shouldn't even really give them that title, but they have been.
They were part of the five families.
Yeah, they're one of the five families. You're right, Hack. Clemson limps into Pittsburgh. They do not get out of it. Trickett does what he does. Fifth-year senior. I do want to come back around that. Clemson, no answer, no punchback, no counter, no juice, no out pitch, nothing to hang their hat on. And it looked inevitable. After the first two series, you're like, wow, Pitt really is going to just take care of this business. No rally, no fight on the sidelines. But I want to talk about the game, and I'm going to give it to you guys. But there was the performance of Pitt's quarterback, and there was the breakdown post-game from Clemson's benched quarterback. Let's just go into it. Hack, I'll go with you since that's in your neighborhood.
Well, now listen, I'm gonna let Bryce go ahead on the whole DJ post-game thing. But here's what I'm gonna say. After week one, you're watching Clemson. Offensively, they struggle. However, to me, defensively, they had a bright spot. Yep. And with the strength of the ACC and where the ACC was at, after week one, you watch Miami get absolutely tromped by Alabama. Florida State's down. I mean, really name another ACC team. North Carolina, disappointed. You keep going down the line. Virginia Tech, disappointed. You keep going down the line, right? So, to me, Clemson had a defense that could keep them in any game within their conference, where if they had gone from the Georgia game and just one like Oklahoma, one ugly through the ACC, their track record would have given them a chance to have a slip into that college football playoff, even with piss poor offensive play, which they've had. The defense has let that football team down. As bad as the offense has been, if you're gonna sit there and be the thing, I thought that defense had a lot more juice in it than they've shown throughout the year. I'm not trying to take anything away from anybody else that's come out and done anything against them. NC State, Leary lit them up. Now Pickett's lit them up. Mm-hmm. I just think that defense has.
Hold on. Let me run you through this real quick. Hold on. So you got 10 points given up by Clemson's defense to Georgia. 3 points, 8 points, 27 points in
I'd State. Say they held up. One.
Yeah, 13 points, 14. I mean, what? How do you let somebody? They haven't let up 3 touchdowns outside of the NC State game and this Pittsburgh game yet. I mean, how?
But to Hack's point, the defense was the strongest suit. And when did we decide that? After the Georgia game? Because they had all these all-stars coming in. They got $1 million players over there.
The last 6 years, the last 7 years. Okay, on that topic of what you guys are talking about, the defense has been there. When have you ever not? The first thing that comes to your mind is if it's not Dabo Swinney, it's Trevor Lawrence. If it's not Dabo Swinney, it's Deshaun Watson.
Yeah,
it is never a defense. Now their defensive intervals, man, they put.
But their defense has been phenomenal, bro.
Exactly. I'm not saying they weren't.
But they played from a lead, though, Hack. They played from a lead.
You got some unbelievable. Again, personnel at the QB position that I think right now they have a very, very wondering identity. They have no idea what just happened in Dabo's career there. They've never had this bad of an identity crisis in that room to go. I mean, it's like a slap in the face. Like, I mean, it's going to take them 6 games, a fall, a summer, a spring to figure out, okay, what just happened. Yeah, I mean, and this is a great point, and especially a catalyst, or I guess another conversation off the Penn State. But talk about a brand. I mean, hell, you had Dr. Pepper come in and give this dude $1 million. Yeah, you know, this is supposed to be, you know, hey, Deshaun Watson, Trevor Lawrence, DJ, right?
I agree. I agree with you. I agree with you. My only point being though is with understanding that the deficiency in offense and their struggles right now. To me, that defense has the capability to be on par with a Georgia that we've been talking about, that they've been going head to head with, right? And you see Georgia's defense just in a completely different conference with a completely different set of offensive weapons that they're playing week in, week out.
Yeah.
My point is the level of competition that they're seeing in the ACC. I expected that defense to be able to keep them in more football games.
But Hack,
and not give them.
I'm gonna give it to you, Clint. But Hack,
Be dominant.
Georgia's defense can come to the sideline and watch their offense go 10 plays, 14 plays, 16 plays.
Yeah,
we can regroup.
It's a great point.
We can come back fresh. Here we come.
Point.
Clemson, especially with DJ at the helm, 3 and out. We just was out there for 15 plays. We're back out there again. 3 and out again. Turnover again.
Point.
It almost doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're playing the lion's share of reps and you're running guys down and you're always in bad positions and field position sucks, like you could be a lion as a lion, but if you're a lion at the edge of a volcano, like it really don't matter. It really don't.
It's a great point.
In some of that. Yeah, and they have some injuries, but you're right. If you count up to 5 stars in America's defensive locker rooms, Clemson's 1, 2, or 3. They're sitting 1, 2, or 3. Hey, Clint.
Yo.
I'm gonna throw you.
Oh, I'm wide awake. I'm just trying.
Look, I'm gonna throw you a 2-play check. You take one, the other, or both. Is Clemson the most disappointing team in America, or if Pitt runs it out, if they run it all the way out in this dead body ACC league, the whole thing is just dead. It's guys just teeth knocked out all over the place. Should they have a seat in the playoff? Take whichever one or both.
Good God. Should they have a seat? No. I mean, not
lost
just
to Western Michigan, so no.
They what?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they lost to Western Michigan.
Well, hell no, I ain't taking that. You try to set me up, G. I'm looking.
You're gonna let a little thing like that bother you? You're gonna let a little thing like that bother you?
Yeah, I'm looking at the schedule. I didn't even know what the damn logo was, so I just blew by it. Didn't even look at the damn outcome. Hell no, they ain't. I don't give a damn what they do from here on out. Yes, Clemson is the most disappointing team in the country. I don't think there's any doubt about it. I mean, 6 months ago, 8 months ago, we were talking about Clemson maybe being the top program in the country above Alabama. I mean, that's the conversation we were having. And now they've completely shit the bed. I mean, and I do think I think there's some credence to what Hack is saying. I mean, you look at the 2 losses that Clemson's had. They gave up 27 points. They gave up 13 points in overtime in their first loss against, I think it was NC State, right? I mean, not that doesn't happen, but we're talking about the almighty Clemson, the NFL player factory down there. They usually lock up shop in overtime if you get there. And quite frankly, this is a year when you don't have Trevor Lawrence. You don't have Deshaun Watson. You got a young quarterback that nobody knows who the hell he is. Now we know a little bit more about him. And so you got to lean on the defense. And they had some great games. They've done good, I think, in big picture. But in the couple of games that they've lost, I mean, I think there's an argument there to say that, hey, the defense wasn't great. I mean, it wasn't great because Clemson, the expectations are to be great.
But let me ask you this. With an offense underperforming so badly, how great must you be to keep a team in the game for 4 quarters?
You got to be great, though.
We can't crown their ass when they got Heisman Trophy winners over there and All-Americans running down the damn sideline and the offense is lighting it up, and we crown their ass as the best defense in America, and all of a sudden you don't have that luxury of having a Heisman Trophy quarterback and having an all-world offense. We got to hold you to a different standard. Now the shit's on you. It's on you to do something. And look, I'm not saying I agree with your overall point of Clemson. Their defense, statistically and big picture, 30,000-foot view, they've done good. They've had a good year. Right. But to Hack's point, in their 2 losses, they give up 27, 28 points. Yeah. I mean, it's not terrible,
But that's
can
games
dance.
they're accustomed to scoring 40, 45,
That's my whole
Well,
point. Is
shit,
the last
George.
8 years.
Well, shit, George.
But that's
I
what
can
I'm
play
saying,
middle
though.
linebacker if you're gonna go out there and score 44.
But that's what I'm saying. This team is built to play with a lead on defense. They ain't really
Hell,
no biker gang like Georgia.
every team is. Every team is, though. That's the thing. And I would love actually to see stats on how many 3-and-outs and how many turnovers they got this year as opposed to last. Again, I'm going to go ahead and combine 8 because with Deshaun and Trevor, they were just a different group. But still, I mean, Trevor in his freshman year took into the playoffs. I mean, I watched them in Dallas put up 45 on Notre Dame. I mean, just beat the crap out of them.
But watch
so it's
this.
a different game.
If you attached Georgia's defense and UConn's offense and put them on a bus and took them around and played folks and said to UConn's offense, just don't turn it over. Don't go nuts. If one happens, look, and the kicking game.
I'm telling you what, nobody's scoring 27. I promise you that.
That's and honestly,
27.
and that's how special Georgia is.
Maybe.
That's how special.
What's interesting is it took them 4 games to let 27 points go. NC State was 4 games in. So you start doing that. Hey, Normatex and cold machines don't do that good when you got 95 plays on the field 4 games in a row.
Hey,
George. I'm gonna answer your question. Hell yes, Clemson is the most disappointing team in America, and I can't even think of a team that's a close second, to be completely honest with you. And I owe you one. I owe you 2, actually. You talked about how old my ass was last time I was on with you, George, indirectly. And now you tried to set me up with who the hell was that? Who was that they played?
Western
WMU. Western Michigan.
A solid program. A solid program.
What are they?
I'm sure they're
Stallions or Mustangs or something like that.
They play good football up there.
I'm sure you're a solid guy, George, but you asked and set me up twice. You're 2 for 2.
All right. You. So this is a awkward timeout, but we got to call this timeout. We're gonna move from performing and having balls when you're out there to keeping them clean and manscaped. We're just gonna just jump to it. Digging and
That's a great jump. There you go. ISO. Play one.
And Clint, Hack, and Bryce, be ready because I'm dishing on this. Support for today's episode of After Dark College Football Field of 12 comes from Manscaped, the world leader in men's below-the-waist grooming. Manscaped has just launched their 4th-generation trimmer, the Lawnmower 4.10 Hackenberg. It's a sleek, well-designed, and precision-engineered trimmer, and I got to tell you, I was blown away by the performance. The way Manscaped engineered the ultimate growing and body trimmer is simple. They focused on intelligent functionality and providing the comfortable grooming experience. The Lawnmower 4.0 Hackenberg was developed with the trademark skin-safe technology, which includes a cutting-edge ceramic blade that reduces snags and nicks. Right, Bryce? You need to be confident in any tool you use on the old family jewels. Manscaped, as held up there by Clint, features the Lawnmower 4.0, also has a 4000K LED spotlight. So you see what the hell you're doing.
Yep. An
attachment that allows you to change the length of your trim and a wireless charger. Most importantly, you want to make sure you're not using the same trimmer on your nuts as your face. That's just nasty.
Can't do that.
So head on over to manscaped.com where you'll get 20% off, free shipping with the codes. I'm going to give you those codes right now. Field of 12 After Dark. Put in 20 dark, all caps, for your 20% off and free shipping. So Manscaped, handle your business. As a future user of Lawnmower 4.10, trust me, I will come back and tell you that my balls feel great. Thank you.